much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw to play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that Not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's Barkley on the counter. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half,
Go,
when you got a running back
fellas.
of this size, of these dimensions, I can
Go,
just tell you, attrition
fellas.
does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their
Cam Newton,
quarterback
Saquon
on key
Barkley,
third down
same
runs,
backfield.
none of those teams save one has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
He'll wind up getting right
gonna
about
play
4
that game?
there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Giants under second-year coach Pat Shurmur. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 9, White. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now White. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's never happened before, but it happened that time.
Set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked in the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Come on, y'all. Let's hold it.
On second down, Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. White throwing right at...
You leaving? You leaving?
Complete. 17 yards and a giant first down.
And
this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you. You order that combo play, right? In this case, his combo play is he can go to the top of you and catch it.
I hit it too. I hit 0-1. Why y'all playing me?
Past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC offensive player of the week. Now White
lost the
football. And it's picked up.
Dang it, bro.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
These cats are coming at us, man.
How much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick.
Everybody comes to block the middle linebacker. Like, you don't care about nobody else but the middle linebacker. You got dudes come out of bounds to block the middle linebacker.
Which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
There we
and
go.
this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, Travis.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
Man, I feel like we could have got so much more.
Taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. On 1st down, it's White.
Way to hold on to it.
That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, White firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. White looks to throw. Looking for Perriman there.
Goodness, y'all.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it down. Move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
See, that's why I thought it was.
Oh, shoot.
That was I don't do myself no favor.
Like they were getting ready to convert to 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away.
What a terrible play
for 4th down decision.
For 3rd down.
Looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
We're gonna make
They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
On 4th down, White.
Oh,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. The shotgun snap for Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
You better not. They didn't give me a touchdown for that last time.
Especially in this situation, you're inside.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On second and goal. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
31's the mic. I got him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4. 31's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. 31's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
White, a final shot before break. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag.
Let's go, baby.
Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before
Let's
break.
go.
White. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 30 on second down, White. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
You gotta read the line better, bro. It's already 4th down. I already took 3 chances.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
All right, so our guys can't be left on the
shy of midfield.
That's not going to work. That is not going to work.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
54, 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, they almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds Howard complete.
Nice.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check nickel.
Now White on 1st down. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. White. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now White with a first down. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. White being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
I don't know what the heck I was doing there.
He's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that
touchdown,
baby. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I get it. I get it.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton. Catch is made by Hunter Renfro.
No, sir.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Goodness.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Oh, we're going to face
you often
no?
control the game.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We are not trying to leave them any time to do anything.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Brewer. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard.
I tell you, boy. I tell you the truth. You got a game plan. You've been marching down the field. You see it, and you want to throw it right there. He throws it later, and this dude smacks it up. So it don't go down. Nah, what's it do? The computer bops it up so that it can catch it. Computer does you dirty. Computer does you dirty. Throw it right there. He's going. Throw it right now. Boom. So you can get it right in that zone. Now you're going to throw it super late. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Gee whiz, boy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
These interceptions.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Philadelphia, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them.
laid out so fast, 'cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? 'Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford,
we got 3
New
games
Jersey.
left in this season.
Today, we reach Week 15. We've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants.
Worthwhile.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by their 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now in his 16th season, the veteran Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards of the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal
Try
here.
for the turnover.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got it.
Oh,
Touchdown,
my word.
Dolphins.
Off of 2 of my best.
Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
My goodness.
And the Dolphins
Knock
take
the
it
ball
right down
down,
and
yo.
score on the opening drive. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, we got a rookie quarterback who's going to perform much better next year.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So we got exactly what we wanted on
8
now.
yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's White. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's go.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
What a
big
play
there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
Let's get a stop here.
Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
I hate how Madden, like, your reaction, like, when you move the stick, it moves. It's like, yo, man.
So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run for this one now.
There we
He
go.
will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Y'all can laugh now, but them Giants going to come back strong next year.
Once he saw the run develop.
We're going to come back strong next year.
See ball, get ball.
Ah, come on.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On 2nd and 11
Are you
now.
serious?
White, Quentin Williams in there to get him. And
Yo,
that is sack
that
number
is the
6 now
worst
for
play
him
ever.
on the year.
Why are we even doing
Well,
a
it
play
was
action
2nd
fake?
long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
There you go,
And
Taylor.
they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the
Let's
mistake
go.
that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching
This
here,
could be really
are just
big.
quicker than
This could
fast.
be
A lot of them
really
combine quickness
big.
and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is White on 1st and 10.
Oh my God.
To escape, and he goes down.
Bro,
Javon
like,
Hargrave, the D-tackle,
really?
getting the sack.
That's not even supposed to happen. That man just walked. Oh my gosh. Y'all stop being stupid. That man just walked through. There was no resistance. What? That was a touchdown too. Oh my gosh.
These two teams all tied after one. So
Let's
that
try this
complicates
again,
things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's go, D.
To throw, White. And this is
Let's
going to
go.
be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there.
That's what I'm
Move the
talking
chains. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without
Let's go.
they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. White now, throwing on first down. Now they go screen, it's complete.
Dang it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, White eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Right here. Watch that. Anyway. 54, right there. 54. I'm here all day.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Let's go.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Brashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete.
Why didn't you let
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
There we go.
That one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They're trying to block nobody.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And you're like, really?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check the outs, check the outs.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
What?
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
Let's get it. What a play.
Yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy.
Dang, what a run. Nice blocking. It says not what I meant to do. So dang, made both of them. Man.
Sir, I'll take it.
Dang.
And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here.
So not fun.
And our score is going to stay right where it is.
I mean, it's so not fun.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins. Ready? 180.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Black, what's up?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
From the shotgun, here's White. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's White. From the gun, he'll throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
All right.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
That's not all right.
Throwing on second down. White. That is caught inside the
Let's get it, baby.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Let's go.
From 19 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch gears.
On 2nd and 7, White firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Y'all gonna leave that open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. White throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I will take it.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And again this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it?
Oh, no,
how about that? They
it,
brought out the jumbo package and
no,
still couldn't move them off the line
either.
of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For that play action.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Easy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There's no
Call that
resistance.
a very strong gain of 24. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That's it.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Happy about
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw on 2nd and 6. White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
51, Mike.
Better go back up.
White throwing on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. He's had a fantastic run.
That was not even supposed to happen. See, that's why they this up front.
This season made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
Nope, give me that back.
One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now running right through it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, G.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Hold your block, please.
5
Act
yards
like
on
you
first
want to
down,
play.
but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. White looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The play fake. Now White. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. White. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
See what y'all choose to do.
You got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep. Right there.
Now White throwing on 4th down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Howard Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Hey, y'all, come on.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it is caught at the 7-yard line.
This is life great.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker with the extra point. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. White. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stock them with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is White, operating from the gun. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Dare fumble. Yeah, man, that was
well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, White. And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh, my goodness.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
I can't believe that.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6 and 8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6 and 8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Way to show up, fellas.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
So you did your thing. One time. Well, at least my presence is still felt on the field.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in one.